Hi, my name is Stephen Gauthier. Welcome to the Sportsman's Training System. This system is a program designed around the big game hunter and avid sportsman to prepare you for the elements that you will face when in the field. During a high altitude hunt, your respiration rate increases due to the decrease in oxygen available and the increased demands placed on the cardiovascular and muscular system. As your muscles use up the oxygen in your blood, your body must switch energy cycles to still provide energy for exercise. However, this process provides a lot less energy and increases the buildup of lactic acid in the muscle, causing muscular fatigue and overall energy depletion. You do not need to live in high elevation to prepare for your hunt. You just need a training program that will incorporate both energy systems to prepare you. Walking, light jogging, and aerobic activity in lower elevation will be much more challenging in higher elevation. Plus, you have more added challenges such as terrain, incline, decline, temperature, and much more. So to prepare for quicker muscular fatigue, buildup of lactic acid, and overall energy depletion, you need a training program to prepare for it. So stay tuned for the first ever in-depth health and fitness training program detailed around the big game hunter and avid sportsman.
You know, Bailey, I've been in the health and fitness industry for quite a while. I got a bachelor's in exercise science and I've worked with a lot of different clients all over the board. And I know you're a guide in Alberta in the Northwest Territory, and I know you experience and see a lot of different hunters come in and out of your camps. And I just want to get your perspective on how you feel about fitness and how it can help improve a hunter's success when they're up there.
Right, yeah, like my grandfather had an outfitting business, and then my uncles and my dad do too, and we can't even tell you the amount of times that we've had people, and they come up and they spend tens of thousands of dollars to get up there and hunt something, and on their equipment too, and then they get up there and they can't work out, or it's physically, challenging.
Yeah, really challenging.
Yeah.
I mean, do you find that, you know, some guys, it really factors into the success of their hunt? Not being able to, you know, get down, move across the ridge, get into position to make a harvest on an animal?
Yeah, definitely. It's really sad because we spend a lot of time talking people out of leaving because it's just too hard for them. They just can't get out there and do it.
Yeah, and that's really sad because like you said before, I mean, people invest so much of their time and effort to prepare for a hunt. They take every aspect, every measure, you know, clothing and getting set up, and really sometimes they leave out the most important aspect is to prepare your body and to prepare your mind, you know, get physically ready. And, you know, that goes all across the board with strength training and cardiovascular conditioning. And, you know, we're doing a lot together with the Sportsman's Training System, focus on, you know, different stabilization training, really to help people almost prevent injury while they're out there. And do you see a lot of injuries and do you see a lot of aches and pains that prevent guys from making it out the next morning and stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely. And even I notice with myself, I'm only 25 right now, and my knees from hiking are really bad. So I can tell even just with myself, if I don't take the precautions now and like help myself out, by the time I'm 50, I'm not going to be doing very well.
And that's exactly it. You know, you're 25 and you're already noticing that you're getting some hip and knee issues, and you do a lot of hiking, a lot of climbing with a lot of weight on your back, and that's really stressful on a lot of joints. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, you know, when you start to get those aches and pains, there's a lot of methods you can take to correcting it, you know, strengthening the ligaments and the muscles that surround and support joints. And you know, guys that I notice a lot that if you don't attack it now, that's only going to be tenfold worse in 10, 15 years, and, you know, it can lead to, you know, knee replacements and hip replacements, and more importantly, it's stopping you from doing what your passion is, which is the hunt, you know. And
definitely.
And I think, you know, you being a guide, you really get to see it firsthand, because you yourself realize that, you know, there's more you need to do to prepare for a hunt than just throwing on some weight on your back and going for a hike.
Definitely. The system definitely proved me wrong. I thought I could just throw in a pack and go hiking and I could be in shape for it, but it's definitely not the case.
And that's typically, I mean, most of your workouts, you know, preparing for your hunts was cardiovascular conditioning, and you would just try to get out in the terrain and hike with different packed weights and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have that mentality too, and they think, you know, to prepare for a hunt, they just start hiking like a month out or something, just hike every day, and it's just not enough. They just are exhausted by the time they get up there.
Exactly. And then the second part of that is, you know, when you're packing weight, it's a lot of stress on your joints. You know, so if you're carrying 20, 30, 40 pounds continuously trying to prepare for a hunt that you're going to go and you're going to continue to carry just as much weight, it's very stressful on joints. So by, you know, focusing on doing some good weight packing and cardiovascular conditioning, but also stepping back and doing the strengthening aspect of it and the stability, like we've been working on with you, and you really notice the difference just by, you know, the support.
Definitely.
Then, you know, it's a different type of training, but it uses your own body weight, and it really focuses on strengthening, like you said, the joints. And the whole object is to make you feel stronger on the mountain, and obviously to make you get up the next morning, alleviate some of that soreness, and just to make you, you know, a more well-rounded hunter.
Yeah. definitely help with the success of the hunt.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And we talk a lot about, being physically fit is so important, but just as important is being mentally prepared.
Right.
And if you get mentally defeated on the hill because you have a lot of aches and a lot of pains and you just feel exhausted, being mentally defeated is like being defeated, period.
Yeah.
And you might feel like you're physically fit, but mentally, if you can't make it through all those the hard times and the variables that are thrown at you with wind and temperature and terrain and altitude, it can take a hunt of a lifetime and really change it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you probably you see this firsthand, so that's why it's great to be able to talk with you and really get some information back from you about what you see firsthand and what your fathers and your uncles that own outfitting businesses see firsthand, and so we can really incorporate the Sportsman's training system to taking a hunter to the next level, helping him be more successful, but more importantly, enjoying your hunt and getting the most out of it. And that's the most important thing we're trying to do here. Also on the Sportsman training system, it's not just a training system, but we focus on phase training. So through the Rocky Mountain elk hunt and the North American wild sheep hunt, we have 3 phases of training detailed around each one of those hunts. So from phase 1 to phase 3, beginning with conditioning and ending and as they advance, getting more advanced with your fitness level. So it really takes any hunter with any fitness level, gets them started and takes them all the way to where they need to be preparing for a hunt like that.
Right.
And also we're going to really focus on preparation as far as the best footwear, like the Kennetrap boots, clothing, a good layering system is very important, a very good pack. Just like we've noticed, a pack that doesn't fit right and isn't comfortable, can really wear on you after a long day hike and, multiple days use. So soon we'll be introducing you to the Sportsman training system, so you can visit sportsmanstrainingsystem.com. We're going to have very detailed information about nutrition, how to prepare for your hunts, for as far as pre and post workouts, the right type of nutrition to pack, all types of top-of-the-line gear, products, and more importantly, our programs for physical training and fitness and mental training just as well. And Bailey and myself will be working together to provide you guys with everything you need from training all across the board. And I think it's going to really improve hunters' success, and it's going to make them enjoy their hunts tenfold. What do you think, Bailey?
I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really beneficial for us outfitters because it's not going to only help our hunters, but it's also going to help our guides too. And it'll really help your next hunt be really successful.
So come join us soon at sportsmanstrainingsystem.com and let us help you make your next hunt a hunt of a lifetime.